Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. We're back with some more Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader from Owlcat. Last time we fought our way to the starport, and we got attacked by a Chaos Space Marine, but we've managed to defeat him. And we are finally ready to get back to the Void Ship. That's all stuff I don't care about. I think we can, yeah, I think we're good. Let's get out of here. Let's see what happened to the star. It looked like maybe Aldari ships either destroyed or covered up the star somehow. Hard to say. We're about to find out, though. Voxmaster Vigdus. Thanks be to the Emperor you are alive, your lordship. We are most gratified by your return, and the crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders you may have. What the hell happened to the sun? Lord Captain, we saw a number of ships approach the sun, black creations of inhuman make, amalgams of sharp angles and edges. They surrounded the star, and then... My apologies. But I struggled to find the words that would describe the terrible sight. The Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. Drukhari. As if we did not have enough problems on our hands already. Lord Xenos, we already made that one. Alright. The Xenos, enemies of humanity? A breed of the Aldari, the most cruel and devious of their kind. The design of their ships matched the descriptions provided by the Voxmaster. Like all Xenos, the Drukhari are a blight on the face of the galaxy, but their technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor and fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of their twisted intellect. And many of those creations are capable of things that seem akin to sorcery to the unenlightened eye. The theft of a sun is one example of what they are capable of. Are they in league with the cultists? We can rule out that possibility. The Drukhari would never ally themselves with the arch-enemy's worshippers. If I had to name one thing that humanity and those Xenos have in common, it would be a shared loathing for warp corruption. The situation calls for immediate action, Abner. We can continue this conversation later if you wish, but right now, I believe you should assume command. Alright, what is happening on the planet right now? Our auger operators are reporting numerous uprisings and other manifestations of the arch-enemy's powers at various locations on the planet. Based on the fragments of communications picked up by our Vox operators, there is practically no resistance being offered by the governor's forces. Millions of people are converting to the blasphemous Final Dawn cult en masse and assembling in prayer circles. What's our situation here? Navigator Sanctum is no longer empty, but the warp engine is still refusing to obey the engine sears. Without it, we cannot perform a warp jump. It may be angry, or perhaps it is lamenting its injuries it suffered. I will immediately initiate preparations for a prayer service. If the Omnissiah grants me comprehension, I will appease the machine spirit of this vessel. Any hope of retaking the planet? I fear the planet is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute. We must leave this system as soon as possible. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to hearsay and who are worthy of rescue. Besides the small number of our own shuttles, we also have shuttles salvaged from the starport. We must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving the people of a dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted the saint and her followers up to the sky away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all our efforts to saving those people who at this moment look to the heavens in hope of salvation. The lives of peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the Holy Relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, and the electro-priests who guard and tend it. Every moment we stand in proximity to the dying world, we are putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far more value than all of Rykad Minoris. The Von Valentius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish, and so, lamentable that it is, we must rule out any idea of any evacuation. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge towards death, the finale of the cult of the Final Dawn's plans. I once witnessed a similar event, a world that had surrendered to the servants of the archenemy and permitted corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down before those who promised them salvation, and they are willingly giving over their souls to chaos, a sacrifice great enough to bring forth a demon world. Our only hope Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance of the planet and conduct targeted bombing of the Electro-Priest Monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. In doing this, we will save millions of souls from a fate far worse than death, and we will save Rykad Minoris from becoming an outpost of the archenemy. Whatever fate you choose to this world, I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is burning in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I can see it even from orbit, as I do see that storm is already upon us. With every moment we waste, it grows ever more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the warp's turbulent currents. I'm with the lady on this. Enough talking. We need to get out of here while we still can. Something lurking in the depths of your consciousness bristles at the passing thought of saving people. The spike of horror you feel takes your breath away, as if you are planning to steal the prey of a mighty predator. The planet is already wrapped in a threatening warp, stretching out from the warp. It deserves a new master. I think this is one where you have to do an orbital strike. Yeah, I think we have to, I forget the term. There's a term for it in Warhammer 40K when you wipe out a planet like this. Nope, that's what we're doing. Lord Captain, it gives us 15 points. It's not really the direction I meant to go, but I don't hate that direction. We just can't go beyond level 2. The right choice. May the sacred Exterminatus there we go. Exterminatus. Cleanse the veil of this corruption. The bridge is in upheaval. The Technomat's prayers mix together in a senseless cacophony while servitors work hastily to remove a hardened crust of sacred unguents from the warp engine's components. In the middle of all this tumult stands Pascal, with a data slate clutched in his hand, seemingly disconnected from the flurry of activity around him. What is going on here? Why don't you assume control? What's going on here? The warp sextant is not responding to commands. The ship's spirit is rejecting our prayers in anger. I'm currently calculating a plea that might appease the noble. You blasted cog. If you do not bring the situation in control, we will all perish. I'll stay... I'm not going to interfere. I'm going to assume that the guy who knows what he's doing, the guy I'm paying to do his job, can do his job. Let's see what happens. The hectic storms of prayers and haphazard rituals raise on. Pascal, still as a statue in the eye, makes no attempt to bring it under control. Your lordship, warp spawn have invaded the ship. We have blocked their advance by depressurizing one of the infirmaries in their path, but this is only a temporary measure. The crew have been ordered to arm themselves and pray for the success of the Lord Captain Engineer. Crew, heed the word of Magos Hanman. Pascal, I kindly request that you take charge of this mess. Thank you, your lordship. You are right. Tech comrades, heed my instruction. The mayhem immediately subsides, and the crew's actions fall into some sort of indiscernible logic. The Omnissiah's servants start working in sync, and the binaric clamor becomes a symphony of reports, which the Magos coordinates like a skillful conductor. All right. Admirably done. Omnissiah guides me. Please, take your place at the cogitator, Lord Captain. All right. Let's go. Huge machine in front of you is lit with dozens of vid screens and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights and endless rush of symbols and digits on the green background makes your eyes water, and a vague sense of alarm simmers in the depths of your mind. A typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with the magnitude of Omnissiah's creation. Among the numerous controls, you see the mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as at the gate of the Warren Chamber. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Alkalites, prepare the incense instrumentation for the liturgy of machine spirit propitiation. Propitiation, maybe. Senior Technomats, recite the prayer to generate a current data report. Operations will be marked with a campanological protocol, Omnissiah Rejoice. I must inform you that for the purposes of safety, complete reassembly of the warp sextant and updating with Datasmith's blessings are required. If this is not done, then at launch, the volume of aggregate calculation errors will result in the destruction of data crypts. But as we do not have 100 hours of disposal, we must omit this procedure. A minor deviation from the right of operation for the sake of appeasing the spirit. All right, what can I do? Place your hand inside the throat of the cogitator guardian. Try not to sneeze because my nose itches. The cyber gargoyle, which has been assigned to guard the forbidden data crypts, the diagnostic blood extracted from your veins will serve as the key to the data core. There was that sneeze. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as a key to the data core where the machine spirits dwell. So to it we will offer our prayers so that we may bypass the protective protocol for defective connections and launch the warp sextant. The laws of the Omnissiah know no exceptions, and so in this ritual I remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit in whose abode you will be intruding. Follow my liturgies, Lord Captain, we may receive his blessing. All right, here we go. Metal jaws clamp on your hand, breaking your delicate corporeal sheath and releasing warm red liquid into its gullet. At the same moment, the image on the vid screen before you changes. Connecting, point 1, point 2, point 3, success. Nominable OS operate. I don't know, we'll go with that. By my authority, I revoke the inviolability protocol of the warp engine? Sure. We're in a hurry. One of the cogitator's vid screens turns red. Pascal sees us and raises his hand, signaling to the rest of the tech priests, and withdraws the connector. Servants of the Omnissiah, make now the offering of cleansed data scripts to the machine spirit so that it may be filled with our true and calibrated data. May the Omnissiah have mercy on our souls. In meek solemnity, the Alkalites offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine, one after another, repeating prayers of exaltation. After anointing the contacts with sacred unguents, Pascal inserts them into the cogitator slots. Your head begins to spin from the holy censor's foul-smelling clouds of smoke and from the loss of blood that the cyber gargoyles continue to drink from you, and the world swims before your eyes. Let the mechanism awaken with renewed purity. Pascal enters the sequence of commands and raises his head, watching the vid screen. Suddenly stops dead. No! His fingers fly over the command rooms, entering command after command. His mechadendrites, clicking their pincers, pull one lever after another. The vid screen fills with strings of symbols, completely incomprehensible to you, but clearly conveying something to the Magos. I'm just going to keep my mouth closed. After a few seconds, one of the data crypts mounted to the cogitator begins to emit sparks. A moment later, another data crypt does the same. The next bursts into flame and gives off foul-smelling smoke. Around you, the Omnissiah's servants break off their prayers, and someone bursts into frantic pleading. The massive errors in the warp sextant's calculations are destroying the data repositories. The offering did not appease the ship's spirit. The warp engine cannot be filled with motive force. We are trapped. Perhaps an alternative Ryzen protocol, an emergency launch of the auxiliary coils? While other vid screens are filled with more and more strings of symbols, the monitor in front of you blinks and the static image changes too. Pascal is too engrossed in his ritual to notice. Read the information on the vid screen. Input. Pack comp, nominal true, nominal false, stat check, perturb, disturb, nominal query. What query? Sound that is drowned out before the binaric hymns and the tapping of command runes. OS ping. OS requests something, injury, rescue, query. Rescue? Yes, machine spirit. Rescue us. Lord Captain, the excess emotion in command will render it unintelligible to... Pascal's next vocalization goes unsynthesized as he sees the vid screens begin to stabilize one after another. The strings frenetically galloping across the green background are replaced with stable inches, irregularly updating status reports. Only one monitor remains inexplicably red. Registering, warp sextant activated, registering data stream stabilizing, registering zero data errors found, reporting the warp engine is ready for translation. I am also reporting evidence indicating a Category 3 miracle, fulfilling the criterion, thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification of its function and defiance of deactivation. Lord Captain, Ravor here. The crew are almost finished carrying out the orders given earlier, and I just received confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engines are up and raring to go. We are ready to begin the translation to the warp. Lord Captain speaking, I give the orders to commence translation to the warp. Waiting for you to send to the Captain's throne, Lord Captain. May the Emperor protect us. Off we go. Let's do it. Exterminatus. In the beta for the first beta where we were in Chapter 2, they did give some hints that there might have been an Exterminatus or something along those lines in the backdrop. I thought about attempting to rescue the people, seeing as how that fit with our, kind of the morality we'd been going with. But since the game didn't agree, we went for the dogmatic, the Exterminatus. The whole world falls to chaos. All the neighboring systems could be lost.
Valencia's flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the void ships plunged deeper into the Corona's expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty, Theodora von Valancius. Having paid their last respects, the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
You completed chapter 1. Gave us a little achievement for that. There are at least 2 major kind of quest spots that we missed because of, the order we did things in. That's fine. Lord Captain, allow me to report. Our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Arcilia informs me that if we've reached the point where we can translate into real space in the Furibunda system, the Lady Navigator and pilots are waiting your permission to begin the process. Oh, I can turn me back on, I suppose. The Furibunda system is home to Footfall, the only Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf in the Cronus Expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by the warp and to allow the servants of Omnissiah to inspect and heal the void ship's wounds in the dock. The prayers and rituals will take some time, which our astropathic choir will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your protected Dargonis, Janus, and Kiava Gamma. Master Zachary Weiss has recovered an invitation. Previously adrift to the Immaterium, the Liege of Footfall has humbly requested an audience with the rogue trader of the Von Valencia's dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, apparently the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible. Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso will most likely be expecting a visit from me. I imagine he'll be interested in talking to you as well, Abner. I'll be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Footfall, Abner. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. I hereby inform the rogue trader that during the comprehensive system inspection rite, this unit discovered data clusters within the captain's cogitator that are concealed from prying eyes by means of a personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. Unit Abner von Valancius has been added to the access list assigned to the identifier Keeper 2. The unit can access the data from the captain's cogitator, provided he possesses the decryption key. You detect a hint of something resembling curiosity in his voice. I think we're going to leave translation. We could read all that, but all shall become clear in time. More or less. All right, Vigdis begins issuing instructions. The massive ship appears to change with her every word. The bridge is set into motion. Hundreds of people start to prepare for the shift in real space, and measured chanting fills the corridors to safeguard the vessel and its crew. One more thing, Lord Captain. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise and you inheriting the title. Liege Tokara will be informed. It is required so we can use the dock, and besides, he is expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. He will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there's still the matter of announcing your arrival. You can either arrive on the station with the proper pomp and ceremony, or choose to visit it incognito. I, in the past, did this as incognito, but up to this point, we have had Abelard announce us as we went. So we'll arrive officially. It will be done, Lord Captain. We'll stay consistent with what we've been doing. All right, so I've got a couple things I want to do. I would like to... I got to level me up. Okay, well, I could probably level all of us up. Do we do that? How much time do we got? We're at 19 minutes. All right. Archetype has been mastered. So, we're going on. We can go Assassin. Vulnerabilities... High damage, dodge reduction, threat elimination, hit and run. I like that. We've got some skills and some movement built into it that we could do stuff like that. Arch Militant. Master of Warfare, able to blend various weapons and styles, be it melee, ranged, or anything in between. The Arch Militant is best at and becomes stronger and stronger with each second in battle. I wonder if we do that with us. We could go maybe Assassin with him. You go Vanguard. I'm going to go Arch Militant. I don't know if that's the right choice or not. Versatility. Whenever an Archmilitant uses an attack that is from a different type of their previous attack, the Archmilitant gains a stack of versatility. Types of attacks can be single shot, melee attack, area melee, area whatever. +5 weapon skill and ballistic for every stack. If you have 4 more, we deal additional damage based on the weapon we're using. Okay. Fair enough. All right, you got 3 ranks. We gotta level you up and get you there too. More armor penetration. That's not bad. No attacks of opportunity. I don't know that we have a... Well, that's not true. We've got some. First psychic power used each turn will decrease. Huh. That have a range... Okay, so anything that has a range psychic power goes 5 more. Blade of Light. First time in combat that an ally becomes the target of the Psyker's psychic power. +10 to weapon skill. Mental damage. Under the effect of at least 1 psychic power. Does that have to be my psychic power? I'll go with that. I mean, it doesn't say whose psychic powers. We've got a lot of psychers. And we have, like, the Word of the Emperor, whatever, and Shield of the Emperor, right? So would that get us an additional... I don't know if it does or not. I'm going to go with it. Why not? Willpower? Ballistic skill. She's a sniper. Let's go with that. And then here we go for... what's her intelligence? 30? Perception, willpower... Go for willpower there. Whoops, come on. That needs to be bigger. I just don't do a lot of direct damage with psychic powers with her. You know, that's what I'm saying? At least I don't remember doing a lot of direct damage with her. Let's go for this. Let's if we're in melee, we're not going to worry about taking an attack of opportunity. All right. Is this the one I already have? All right. So, yeah, and every time it attacks it, yeah, that's fine. All right, back to archetypes. And bounty hunter, maybe? Assassin would be good for her, too. Kind of like... I mean, assassin would be great for her using a sniper, right? Let's go assassin for her. All right. Sees a single opening for each enemy on one of the enemy's side. Assassin sees a single opening. Whenever the assassin hits an opening, excluding over penetration, they deal additional wounds. After the attack, the opening is removed. Sees a single opening for each enemy on one of the enemy's sides. Huh. Okay, well, we'll see how that works. All right. Vanguard Master Tactician Grand Strategist. I kind of like this Master Tactician. To increase the battle effectiveness of designated strength important parts of the battlefield. Take and hold. Using their leadership, master technicians are able to harness the momentum. Let's go here. Does it give us agility, fellowship? Agility's not great. Our fellowship is really good. Those aren't terrible. Fellowship, willpower. Let's go with this. This puts our two top ones where they need to be. So we'll go with Grand Strategist. All right. Analyze specific. Hold on. We'll just go here. Analyze the battlefield. Include the providing bonuses to all. Okay. Frontline, backline, rear. In the first turn, all three areas can be created. In the following turn, only one of them can be created. All areas can be moved with corresponding abilities that cannot overlap. There are two more grand strategies of the party. The combat tactics area are common for all. Okay, well, we'll see how that works. I have no idea. That'll be interesting. How about Bounty Hunter for you? I like that for you. Yeah. May mark any enemy in combat as prey whenever they kills a target. Marked as prey, they gain stackable bonuses. Bonus depends on the enemy tier. 1 to 2, more wounds and temporary wounds, critical damage. Yep, I think that's fine. You are going to go Vanguard. Each attack against the Vanguard grants them 1 stack of unyielding beacon, which is... oh, this isn't... It's just telling us that again. Our resolve goes up to a maximum of 15. All allies in a 2-cell radius also gain part of the bonus. Temporary wounds now stack, but only remain stacked until the start of our turn. At the start of the turn, temporary wounds are reduced to the largest amount granted. Okay. Good enough. You, I would like to be an assassin. Yeah, we got that again. We'll see how that goes. There he is. That's who I was looking for. Grand Strategist. We already have one of those. Bounty Hunter for him too? Sure, we'll go 2 of those. I think that'll be fine. We got it? Alright, I think that's everybody. Alright. You gained a 2nd-tier doctrine. Okay, I do want to talk to... What's her name? There's Abelard, Heinrichs, Voxman. Where is... Ravnor. I'm looking for Argenta. And I'm not seeing her anywhere. But we just got to walk down here. Pascal, Abel, Servitor. We're supposed to talk to her, but I can't talk to her if I can't find her. Huh. Alright, well. Oh, she's way down here. We'll walk all the way down here. We have a quest to talk to her, so let's come down here and do that. There she is. All right. You said you had a personal request for me.
I indeed have a request, Rogue Trader.
I guess she's not going to read that one. The accused servants of chaos who assaulted the ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in the Von Valencias, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls can expect some special consideration. Perhaps the rogue trader could meet with the orphans. Yeah, we'll meet with them, yeah. That's a pretty easy request to make, I think. And again, we're trying to, you know, we're jumping in. We're trying to make sure that the lower people revere me, at least early. We can make tough decisions later once we built a solid base of love. Motley group of adolescents who ought to take their eyes off of you. All right. Our indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. It is hardly the Scola Progenium in here, but we provided the orphans on our ship with adequate care and instruction. Brave ones, the master of this ship has appeared before you, the one who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the rogue trader of House Von Valencias. Parents give you lies. I'm just going to smile at the group. Teenagers keep staring at you. A girl has remained close to Argenta, smiles uncertainly. A skinny, pale lad tries to throw his shoulders back and stand at attention like a soldier. Only a few teenagers that far into the robe seem sullen and not particularly impressed. So what? Why should we care? Our friends and parents died in their dozens for you, noble lord, and you just give us speeches? Actually, I didn't give you a speech. Argenta quickly turns to the boy. A flurry of emotions flashes her dark eye, like she wants to both calm him and scold him. Yeah, if you have things to say, you can say. Doesn't matter what we say. It won't bring our parents back. It won't change our fates either. We keep slaving away on the ship until we drop and die like our folks. Okay. I understand your grief. Your parents died. Give the life for truth. Do not speak of the honorable fate with anger and disdain. Heretics who killed your ship's parents attacked the ship. I was there. I took command. I fought. I repelled the assault as quickly as I could. No war can be won without losses. The strong and power decide the fate of the others. The weak either bear or die. If you seek a different lot in life, boy, save your grumbling and look for opportunity to rise above the rest. Punish the troublemaker. Bring go with honor. There we go. Yeah, you heard him. Hard to say whether they did it or not. All right. The servants immediately emerged carrying package sheets of Von Valencias. All right. And apparently we were throwing candy into the crowd. Argenta rubs her tail pensively. She smiles and offers a few more words of encouragement, then leaves the bay. All right. Quest done. In theory. Do we also leave the bay? I'm watching a football game. Same one as last episode. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. All right, next bit. Let's go ahead and see if we can... Oh, that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to go to the captain's quarters and see if we can access whatever the private information was. There we go. Personal cogitator. That's what I'm looking for. Ah, it's the Shrine of Remembrance. That's pretty cool. It's all the people that gave money. I don't know if I'm in on this one or not. I don't know if my if I gave enough money for this, if I'm honest. And if I did, I don't know what name I would have used. There's a bunch of Erics there. Go Erics. Well, I didn't use my name. Did I use Mellow 7? I don't even know if I'm on this. I don't know if, like I said, I don't remember if I gave enough for that. That's a lot of J's. Oh. We're into the M's. Oh, too far. If I used mellow, I went too far. There's mellow. I don't know if that's me or not. I probably would have put mellow 7 if I did, so I don't know. I don't know. Ancestry records. We did the vault. All right. I don't think there's anything else in here other than just kind of story building, right? I think that's it. This episode's a little bit short, but I'm going to end this one here before we start the second chapter. And we will see you guys next time. So thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come over here, and we will... Does it play through? There it goes. We're just going to let it play through. So, end of the story's here, but we're going to give everybody, you know, when we finish a game, we play the credits. We give credits to all the people that worked on the game. You know what? This is all the people that helped create and fund the game. They gave extra to help with the support as it was being developed. So, I'm going to let this play through here. I'm going to turn off me so we can actually see all those people. And I'll mute me, so you don't have to listen to me, and we're going to let this play through. So thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. The Emperor protects. We see you next time. Cheers.